Hello, everyone, and welcome to Reels to Pixels. I'm your host, Harrison Scullin. Today we got two movie reviews for you. Fort Apache, which is supposed to come out on Monday, but it's going to come out tonight, as well as Black Narcissus, which will be coming out later this month, being May, as well as some Mouse P.I for hire. So with that, let's get the show started. All right. So before we get started, though, I want to see how we're sounding here. Doing a bit of a sound test. And if you're noticing, I'm wearing my cowboy hat today because of Fort Apache. So, all right. So before we get started, though, I want to see. Perfect. And no double audio and all that. So that's great. That's great. All right. Let me start recording here. Then we're gonna get started talking about Fort Apache. All right. Perfect. All right. Oh, let me turn the chat off. Perfect. All right, so today's movie review is Fort Apache from 1948, starring John Wayne and Henry Fonda, as well as Shirley Temple. So let me show you the plot synopsis. Owen Thursday sees his new posting to the desolate Fort Apache as a chance to claim the military honor which he believes is rightfully his. Arrogant, obsessed with military form, and ultimately self destructive, he attempts to destroy the Apache chief Cochise after luring him across the border from Mexico against the advice of his subordinates. All right, so the plot, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I love the idea of this film. You know, the history of Arizona and New Mexico and all that is very kind of near and dear to me, so I find it very fascinating. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, it does drag on a bit. Um, I like Henry Fonda and I really like John Wayne, but John Wayne's barely in it. This movie becomes more of a melodrama about the romance between Owen Thursday's daughter, played by Shirley Temple, and what was it, Beaufort? I can't remember the last name, but between those two kids, basically. But that's what the movie mainly is, which is fine. I just wanted to see more action, like is shown in this poster here. This is what I was expecting more of, and we just didn't get a lot of that. So the plot, I gave it a 3 out of 5. I thought the beginning and the end were good. Just the middle was a little tedious. The movie's a little over 2 hours long, which can be hit or miss. I think in this case it was a miss just because of the length of that romance. I just didn't care. I wanted to see more of the action, more of the soldiers. Like I love the scenes where they're learning how to ride the horses, they're learning how to use the rifles. I love all of that, but there's just not enough of it. So plot 3 out of 5. All right, the acting 4 out of 5. Look, I love John Wayne and Henry Fonda. I think they're great characters or great actors, and they play their characters very well. I could have used more John Wayne though. I really could have. I thought he was a very interesting dynamic to Henry Fonda, right? Because Henry Fonda, he's the arrogant, he's the guy who wants all the glory and all that. Whereas John Wayne is kind of the more pragmatic, more realistic. He's like, you can try, right? He's like, but I know these people, you don't. I know how they work, I know how they operate. So it's a very interesting dynamic between them. I just wanted more of it, but the stuff we did get was great. 4 out of 5. All right, set design. So there aren't that many set pieces. There's a lot of houses, indoor that and whatnot. Most of the movie is in, of course, um, outdoors. You know, the great. Oh my goodness, what's the name of it? Monument Valley. Most of the movies in Monument Valley. Any movie that uses that gets 5 out of 5 in my book because it's such a beautiful area, and it fits really well here. Kind of showing how desolate these guys really are, how really remote this army outpost really is. Um, and also near the end when they're doing the fight with the Indians, I thought that was great too. It's a great set piece in the Monument Valley, but also inside the houses too. You really get a sense of, oh yeah, they really are remote here. So 5 out of 5. All right, cinematography. So again, same with the set design. So many shots are just so beautiful here, like this one here, showcasing, you know, the men crouching, fighting against the Indians, and the flags in the background, and some blood dripping down the faces, and sweat and all that. I love it so much. It isn't perfect, but I would say I go back and forth between a 4 and a 5. I think I'll stick with a 4 for now, but I love the camera work in it. You can't go wrong with John Ford. 4 out of 5. All right, music. I'll give it a 3. It's pretty generic. It's nothing crazy, nothing to really write home about. I haven't really talked about I did talk about these two a little bit. I think their dynamic just kind of ruins the plot for me. And music-wise, you know, there's some fun dancing and whatnot that they do and some of the other characters do, but it's very forgettable. It's not memorable like the Searchers' main theme or Rio Bravo songs or anything like that, which is Howard Hawks, I believe. Very, very forgettable. 3 out of 5. Okay, so overall, that brings my score to a 3.8 out of 5, which I'm rounding to a 4. And my criticalist percentage is a 76. So now let me break down the criticalist score. Graphic language, none. Violence, there's some fighting and deaths, pretty mild, you know, shooting, some blood and whatnot. Very mild, but can be upsetting. Nudity, sexual content, kissing. Political bias, none. Family friendly, yeah, I would say it's pretty family friendly. As family friendly as like a Marvel movie or something like that. It's even more tame than that, honestly. Right. Entertainment value, I thought some of the scenes were very entertaining. Like I was mentioning, the beginning and the end were really interesting. It's just the middle was kind of boring. So overall, would I recommend this movie? Yes, but I do think a lot of the leads are in better westerns. Henry Fonda is fantastic in Once Upon a Time in the West, and John Wayne in several movies, but in particular, The Searchers, Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 2 other John Ford films too. This is definitely, I would say, more mid-tier, more middle of the road, and so that's why I recommend it, but it's not a... If you're trying to get into westerns for the first time, I don't know if I would start out with this one, if that makes sense. So, yeah, but pretty much those are my thoughts on Fort Apache from 1948, and that concludes today's movie review. All right, so let me turn this view on back for a second, and then I need to check on my doggos, so be right back. Alright, they're doing good. Now let's hear the audio again. Just want to be sure. Da, da, da. Let's see here. Oh, now he's whining because I was looking at him. Perfect. So, let's hear how we're sounding. Alright, perfect. So now, I got that back on. We're going to move on to the next movie review. So, without further ado, I'll keep the hat on. I don't care. It's a good hat. Here, 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright. Chance, yeah, perfect. So we'll do the next movie review. And then I'll turn the camera off for a second and we'll get ready for Mouse P.I for hire. It's 47, right? I believe so. Okay. Alright, so today's movie review is Black Narcissus from 1947, starring Deborah Kerr. And now let me show you the plot description from Criticless. A group of Anglican nuns, led by Sister Clodagh, are sent to a mountain in the Himalayas. The climate in the region is hostile, and the nuns are housed in an odd old palace. They work to establish a school and a hospital, but slowly their focus shifts. Sister Ruth falls for a government worker, Mr. Dean, and begins to question her vow of celibacy. As Sister Ruth obsesses over Mr. Dean, Sister Clodagh becomes immersed in her own memories of love. So Sister Clodagh, that's Deborah Kerr's character. Alright, so the plot, I gave it a 4 out of 5. I was really engaged and interested with this story. I was very impressed with it. It's not a perfect plot, but I really did think it was an interesting kind of day in the life of what would it be like for remote nuns, right? And in a hostile area and all that. I thought that was really, really intriguing. Especially seeing the clash of the cultures, right? Like there's a scene where Deborah Kerr's character, he's like a mountain mystic guy. And he's just sitting there quiet and all that. And everybody keeps coming up to him, giving him food, giving him stuff. And she's kind of confused about it. She's like, why? He's not saying or doing anything. And the Mr. Dean character's like, well, he is for them. So I thought that was pretty interesting, seeing those dynamics. But yeah, overall plot, 4 out of 5, for sure. Okay, the acting. I also gave it a 4 out of 5. I thought everybody did really, really well. The standouts for sure were Deborah Kerr. This is her pictured here. And then the Mr. Dean character, or actor rather, was really, really good too. But honestly, the one who stole the show for me was the Sister Ruth character. Now, I forget the actress's name, but she did a phenomenal job just with her eyes, the eyes with her acting, showing how she was going crazy and obsessive and started distrusting everybody, and of course her fate by the end, right? But very, very interesting, very intriguing. Some of the kid actors were a bit annoying. Um, it's by no means a perfect cast, but really the Sister Ruth character, Mr. Dean, and of course Deborah Kerr's character, they were definitely the best for sure. So 4 out of 5. Okay, the set design. Now this is a Preminger Powell, I believe is their name. I have their names written at the end, so I'll correct it there. But amazing set design, 5 out of 5. You know, they had some amazing matte paintings matched up with the real actors and sound stages. They had some really cool buildings that they were working in. It was just incredible. It felt very claustrophobic, but also felt majestic with these backdrops and whatnot. Really excellent. 5 out of 5. Very impressive. Okay, this is what I was talking about with Sister Ruth. Cinematography, 5 out of 5. Just the lighting here and the shadows and the little red around her eyes. She's looking directly in your soul and her little creepy smile. Excellent. 5 out of 5. And just the colors in general, too. I mean, they did so well. Pressburger, that's what his name, not Pressinger. Pressburger. But they did so well. I'm really looking forward to checking out The Red Shoes. That was another movie they did. I think there's a couple more, but amazing color design. Absolutely incredible. I love seeing the white of the nuns' costumes mixed with the Himalayan backdrop, the different vibrant colors and different culture and whatnot, like of the general and his ornate costume. But all around, it was very amazing color palette. 5 out of 5. You know, the saying goes on like Twitter and those places where is where people say they would shoot you if you try to color a movie like this today. And I agree, man. I haven't seen anything that's colored like this nowadays. Yeah, 5 out of 5. Okay, the music. 3 out of 5, pretty generic. You know, like musical, movie score music. Nothing that really stood out. Kind of bland. But man, look at these paintings, man. Just so interesting. Yeah, music, 3 out of 5. Okay, so overall, that brings my score to a 4.2 out of 5, which is 4 out of 5, and an 84% on Criticless. So let me break down my Criticless score. Graphic language, none. Violence, some fighting, and really the climax of the movie is where kind of the scariest moments are. But all it is just crazy close-ups and an attempt of murder. It's very tame, but it's still kind of terrifying at the same time. It's very interesting. Nudity, sexual content, some kissing, and of course, these nuns are being celibate, right? But there is talk of past sexual things they've done and whatnot. But it's very, very tame, very mild. You'd barely, you blink and you miss kind of thing. Right, political bias, none. I didn't mean that to be a joke. That's funny. There's none in this nun movie. Family friendly, yeah, very family friendly. Although I think some of the characters might freak out kids. I don't know. Entertainment value, you know what? I was very entertained with it. I was pretty engaged with these different, this different drama and characters and whatnot. Very intriguing stuff. All right, so overall, would I recommend this movie? Absolutely. I think the color and sets alone are worth the price of admission. There's a Criterion of it. I don't know if it's still in print, but I definitely will be picking it up. It does teeter a bit on the melodramatic, but honestly, with the Sister Ruth character and whatnot, it's totally worth it, in my opinion. So I look forward to seeing more Powell Pressburger films, like I was mentioning, The Red Shoes. This movie and that one are on HBO Max, so if you have a subscription to that, check them out. But yeah, I had a really good time with the movie, and I really do look forward to watching it again. Alright, well those are my thoughts on Black Narcissus from 1947, and that concludes today's movie review. All right. Very, very good. So, we'll do this here. Yeah, I was very impressed with that movie. Perfect. Right. Okay, we're doing good stream-wise. So now, we'll put this over here. Click stop recording. I usually record the movie reviews so I can edit them right away. I just find that to be more efficient, you know? Okay. I gotta shrink that a bit. Perfect. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna check on the dogs again real quick. Then we'll get started playing Mouse P.I. for hire. So I'll be right back. Helps to have the mic on. I have the door open so they can walk in and out. I don't mind the noise as much with the video games. It's just more so with the movies, movie reviews rather, because I want those to be somewhat professional. But again, we're doing YouTube here. It's not that professional. All right. So let's turn back that view. Oops, wrong camera. There we go. Perfect. Hello, sleeping puppies. Oh, I probably need to put in my earbuds. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Haters of Movies. I just missed your chat here. Good there. But to answer your question, favorite scene in this, if you're talking about Fort Apache, my favorite scene in that was the end of the movie where they're charging the Indians. But if you're talking about Black Narcissus, I think honestly, the scene where we see Sister Ruth, where she's kind of sitting there kind of connivingly, it kind of mirrors the image of Deborah Kerr's character earlier in the movie. So yeah, it's just showing the dynamics of them. The colors are different. I think that was really interesting. Okay, favorite 90s movie? Office Space. I absolutely love Office Space. Turn down this just a little bit. Perfect. Let's see how we're sounding. Okay, perfect. I'm ready to play the game now. I'm so happy that this game is doing so well. Alright. Oh, I have to kill that robot. Oh, frick. I forgot about that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I'm out of this. There we go.
I'm on a stick. This thing looked an awful lot like Steve's old stage girl.
Are you kidding me? That took me so long last time, and it took me like... I'm so mad about this. It took me way too long, man.
Master.
Oh, now Buster's taking a nap in here. Good boy.
Hello, dear sir. I mean, master.
So
I'm not your
creepy.
master. Everyone's someone's master. Okay. You got any pointers, suggestions? This lab's got crazy written all over it. Oh, it's milquetoast compared to the labs in the old world. Believe me, I know. You're from the old world? In a way, but Master Bandel took me in and taught me a thing or two. Gave me a job, too, so here I am. He's been away lately, though.
He's so
probably
creepy,
on
man.
some business trip. Yeah, you can say that again. So what's with the robot? Well, the word robot itself comes from a famous play by... Spare me an etymology lesson. I need facts, Igor. No, Master. It's Igor. That's what I said. No, you said Igor. But it's Igor.
Oh, for the love of... What's with the robot babe?
Oh, that? That's the Master's former assistant, Betty.
Betty? Isn't Betty Lynch?
Not in the flesh, of course, Master. Flesh is weak. But the Master was quite devastated when his assistant left him. And then, well, died. So he started building something to remind him of her.
Now that's creepy.
You don't know the lengths
agree.
and depths of one's sorrow, Master. Don't judge.
Well, yeah, I guess. Still, this one seemed unfinished. Deadly, but unfinished. So, what I'm asking is there a fully built version out there?
Probably. Deeper in the lab, there should be an update, so to speak.
Great. Just great. So, I'll be going, Igor. I gotta...
Do visit more often, Master. We can hang out anytime you want.
No thanks.
I'm sure we'll get along just splendidly.
Ah, this way. That was dumb. Supposed to throw at you.
No silence, only void.
Need to find some health. Well, speak of the devil.
Okay, that definitely did something.
Okay. You were safe. Just a lot of dough. Okay, let's see. Where is that coming out? Ooh, there it is. How do I get in there? Should be around here somewhere. Maybe I throw it at that door. Do you have dynamite? Nope. Back up this way. So I can't use that. Oh, here we go. Alright, where's the barrel? Maybe not. Come on. Oh, here we go. No? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I don't know how I missed that. Yep, I was right. There we go. Oh wait, actually, I'll just jump across. Yeah.
Well, it's working. Whatever it is.
I go. gotta do this one quick, though. I can't spend an hour fighting another robot. Frick! Oh man, okay. I won't use the dynamite again. Not till the end anyway. No. No. So close. Oh, gosh. Dang it, man. Okay. It has to be this time. It has to. I can't spend another hour. Ain't that the truth?
Hell of a mess, Steve.
Too far. Dang it. Oh, oh shit. Oh gosh, that was really stupid. Okay, don't go in the water. No thumb there. Need a hot. Frick, frick, frick. No, no. That was dumb. Try not to jump in the water. Doo-doo. Oh, good. Oh, crap. Crap. Where'd he go? Oh my gosh, that was really retarded. Okay, here we go again. Yep. No freaking. Oh my gosh. Gotta get some health. I swear I'm good at this game. One second here. There we go. Jump over here. Jump over here. No, no, no!
Is this one of those moments in life when my endless plumbing repairs actually pay off?
Freaking heck, man. Fudge, 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 fudge. Sorry, pardon my French. Fudge. Call it. Frick. Frick. I didn't need to do the jump. Just a single jump. Just a single jump. Dash and jump. Nope. Dang it. Dude. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm getting close to being done. For today, anyway. Okay.
Now, why do I get the feeling I'm just doing chores?
There we go. I guess when you put it on the hardest setting, it really is hard.
This looks like the final stretch of that damn lab. There's gotta be some evidence here.
Yeesh.
Now this, even for Steve, this is crazy.
Very good. Interesting. Well, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them.
jinxed it, didn't I? That's on me.
Somebody watch Metropolis. I have a feeling I'm gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, well, the only degree I got is a pedigree in shoot-ups.
Come on. There we go. That's what I've been trying to do. Oh, well, it helps to have it. No, no, no. No, no. Oh, gosh. Oh, this one's gonna be challenging, boys. That's what I get for putting on the hardest setting. freak, freak. No, no, no. Oh, I was so close. Third time's a charm, gentlemen. Oh, that makes me so mad. Frick. No. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Dang it. Ugh. If I can't do it this time, I'm gonna call it there. Well, that was stupid. Oh, I'm such a silly goose. No, that. My dynamite wasn't working. Maybe because I was on. Okay, this next time. I got about 10 more minutes, so. Yeah, see, look at that. The dynamite wasn't working. Yeah, look at that. Dynamite's not working. Crazy. Oop. Now's the time to grab that. Where's the dang it freaking well, I'm gonna call it there. I have to do some things, so well, thank you everybody for watching today's movie reviews for Reels to Pixels. I'm your host Harrison Scullin of Really Old Movies. Take care, everyone.